everybody! Today we are going to have a very good lesson, because I like these songs which rock. Okay, and this one rocks definitely. It's Black Math from the White Stripes. It's from their album Elephant. And I would say, don't talk too much, just let's start. Okay, let's get it on. Okay, basically the whole song is made of just power chords. And for this lesson you should know what a power chord is. If you don't know, it is not a problem, because I will show you how to play it. It is always the same shape with your left hand. In this case we start with a C5 power chord. It is played with your index finger on the C, so this means on the 3rd fret of the A string. Your ring finger is on the 5th fret of the D string, and your pinky is on the 5th fret of the G string. So if you get this shape, you take your middle finger, you see it is not in use, and block the low E string, because it should not ring if you play this chord. So if you're doing it fast, then you can strum all the chords, all the strings, and you will not hear the low E string ring. So basically this is a C5 power chord. And this is actually the first chord which we need. From this you shift up your fingers just by one string, each finger by one string, so that you don't change the pattern which you grab here. Just shift it up and you will have a G5 power chord. It should sound like that. And you play both of these chords in a fast changing. And that's all. Maybe it's a good idea to, if you're not familiar with the power chords and with the fast changing, you can just start slowly and try to get faster after a while. For the strumming of this part, I have to tell you it's quite a bit difficult. I found it out after a while when I played this song. First I played it just with downstrokes. Of course you can do it, but to get more close to the original you should build in some upstrokes. But these upstrokes are not when you're playing the chords, they are exactly in the middle, when you have the strings not pressed down, so that you have got some open string parts in the middle of the chords. It should sound like that. Of course right now it sounds very crappy, because I play it slow. But if you play it fast, you will see what I mean. And this is what you try over and over again, until you can play it very fluently. And these are the first two chords. Let's complete this section with the third chord which we need. It is the A power chord, A5 power chord. It is the same shape which you have on the left hand, which you use to play the C5 and the G5, and you just shift it up by 2 frets, so that your index finger is on the 5th fret. And then you play it. This is your A5 power chord which you need. Of course you can play an A5 down here, but I prefer to do it here, because you have got the power chord shape on your left hand. So let's try all together. And that's all what you have to know for the first part. Okay, let's get on with the next part of the song. It is like that. Again, very easy to play if you know how to play power chords. It starts with an E5 power chord. For that you block your 2nd fret of the A string with your index finger, and the 2nd fret of the G string with your middle finger, and strum the first 3 strings. That's your E5 power chord. Then you go over to the G5 power chord which we had before, to the A5 power chord which we had before, and at last to the C5 power chord which we also had before. And then back to A. Okay, there's one part of the song which is a bit more quiet. For that I change my amplifier to a not so aggressive distortion. I will show you which part I mean. It's very quiet, very slow. And this is always the same pattern which you play until it gets down to the E5 and starts with the shape which I showed you before. And when you reach that point, you just switch over to a bit more aggressive amplifier, a bit more aggressive distortion, and then you start again with the part which I showed you in the first part of this tutorial. Okay, to make it clear, I will show you what I mean. Then Jack starts with the solo, with a great solo of this song, but of course I will not show you how to play that solo. I think this is enough to know about the chord progression and the strumming patterns. Another lesson comes to an end. This was Black Math by the White Stripes. I hope you liked it. Keep your amplifiers on full distortion and turn up the volume very loud, because then it is most fun to play this song. Okay, this is it for today's lesson. I hope you follow me on Twitter. My Twitter account is BlueFaded. I will post it in the comments, and I hope to see you next time with the next lesson. Until then, bye bye.